Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Pmdg 737-800 update was just released. It seems like there were a lot of model related fixes and stuff, so we're just going to fly the update, see if there's any difference in performance or anything like that, and just in general just enjoy the flight. So we are going to fly today. I also have overlays and stuff today, so we're doing a fancy stream. I'm not used to doing these, so it was fun setting it up. I still have some corrections to make, because you'll see that the text is not like fully aligned and stuff on the overlay. But I'm slowly trying to make those changes, and we'll get there soon. We'll get a nice refined stream overlay going. But I think we are good for today. It's workable. I see all the values updating and stuff, but we'll learn more as we go in today's stream. But we are flying today from Innsbruck to Salzburg, and we're basically starting from where we ended in the last stream and going to Salzburg. It's going to be a very short flight. I see that the longest leg that we have in the flight is barely like 26 miles. So it seems like just a nice short flight, and I don't even have that much time today to stream anyway. So I thought I'll do a nice short flight. Today we are also going to try. By the way, since we are doing a short flight, we will be trying to follow all the procedures today. And again, I'm still learning to do things together while streaming and stuff. So if I miss something, I apologize for that, but we'll try to follow all the procedures. I've also downloaded what checklist is this? This is the 737 checklist by Electrox Soldier on flightsim.to. So shout out to him. We're going to try to follow this checklist today. Another thing that I'm also going to try to do is use GSX with Pmdg 737. So I found a nice tutorial on how to use GSX for Pmdg 737. So I'm going to try to do that and see if it works. Looks like my views are messed up. No, it's fine. Okay, there we go. Close this out. And again, I just want to verify everything before we start. So in the pilot group, I should have the camera physics, yep, set to smooth, so that's good. Okay, I think we're good. So let's go to our FMC view, and I'll show you how I would use GSX with Pmdg 737, something that I recently learned from another video. So for fuel, first of all, you would set it to 2%, and then you would go back to payload, set this to empty. Apparently you have to do this in order for GSX to automatically load fuel and payload for you on your airplane. So let's go to the overhead panel and start setting up. J Russ says, wow, you've been streaming a lot lately. Yeah, I'm trying to get more streams in, connect with you guys more. Maybe at some point I also want to do community flights. It's just really nice to live stream and talk to people, and that's why I'm setting up all these overlays and stuff. If you have any feedback on the overlay, just let me know. Do you guys like to watch streams without overlay or with overlay? I personally prefer to watch streams without overlay, but there again, I know people have preferences, and if someone joins in late on stream, it's helpful for them to have an overlay of where the flight's at and what are we doing right now. So I thought maybe it's a good idea, where are we flying and things like that. But we'll see how it goes, and I'll obviously keep maturing my overlay as we go, because I don't think a lot of this information is useful. I want to keep it really clean and sleek, but let's see what happens. Anyway, let's start prepping here. So we have our load and fuel set. We have Simbri flight plan set, and like I said, we are going to use GSX today, or try to use GSX today, see if it works. So we'll get the battery switch on. We have the ground power connected, yes. So I can go ahead and switch to ground power here. And before any of that, I'm just going to follow this secure cabin checklist just to make sure that we are covering everything. So landing gears down, speed brakes down, flaps up, battery on and covered, yes, auto. Standby power is auto and covered as well. Master caution, disengage. Electrical hydraulic pumps are off, yes they are. Fuel pumps are all off. Interior lights are good. Passenger seat power on, ground power connect and on. So there we are right now. AC voltmeter, we'll set that to ground power. I think it is, yeah. And then emergency lights armed and covered, so we'll get that down. Wheel well logo, we need these, we'll get them on. I guess logo itself is just fine. Cockpit lights are good. Alarms and oxygen mask. So for alarms, I would think we would do these tests. Same thing on the other side. And then stall warning tests. So all that looks good. And then I think there was also a, by the way, whoever is watching, if you can leave a like on the video, that will help a lot. I think there was there you go. Okay, so we'll get it all lit like a Christmas tree, and let's make sure all the lights, annunciator lights, are working. Looks like it is working. Okay, getting rid of master caution again. So okay, cockpit lights are good. Alarms, oxygen mask. Oxygen mask, I'm not sure how to test it, but we are learning all the procedures. So says okay, there you go. And then we can also test the other one. Yep, looks good. That looks good. Okay, so now we are down to the FMC here, but before that I'm gonna set the IRSS to nav. And out here we are going to run the APU. So I'll turn on one fuel pump, get the APU on, go through the whole overhead checklist here. Window heat on, electrical hydraulic pumps on, and then for our flight plan today, we are, let me quickly check what our flight level is going to be. It's going to be pretty low, 110. So are we only going up to going up to 11,000. Yeah, pretty short flight, like you can see here. Cost index 75, distance 168. Okay, so we're going to 11,000, so I'm just gonna set that to 11,000. And then since we are doing things very quickly here, I want to make sure that I have as much readiness as possible in terms of getting into Salzburg. So we'll also look up one of the charts and see what the airport elevation is. The airport elevation is 1400, so I'm gonna set that to 1400 already. Okay, so that is good. And APU is now on, temperatures EGT stable, so we'll transfer the power to APU, and I'll also get the APU bleed going so that our passengers have some power. Okay, have some air. Anyway, so that is done. Now is the time to check if GSX works with Pmdg 737 or not. So let's see. I did watch a tutorial, so it should, but God knows. No. Let's see, Innsbruck airport. Let's see. Waiting for the fuel truck. And actually, while it does that, I can go through the FMC stuff. So I'm gonna go again back to the checklist here. Set fuel and payload, trim air, I guess all that, we'll do that. Circ fans, packs. Let's just go through this. Trim air is on. Recirc fans left and right set to auto. Packs are on auto. We'll turn the packs off when we take off, I guess. Don't need to. Autopilot's off, we know that. IRS selectors to nav, and then now we go to the FMC stuff. Okay. So we are going to starting from LOWI Innsbruck and going to LOWS. Should have detected SimBrief flight plan. Oh, I know why that's not happening, because I have not requested data from SimBrief here. So let's do that, and now it should detect. There you go. So we are not going to set payload and fuel here because I want to try doing it through GSX. So let's see what GSX is doing here. It says refueling 0 loaded. Is it just waiting on me to... Okay, yeah. So now it's going to wait on me to provide the desired fuel quantity, which sure can. Let's see. How much fuel are we taking to this? Block fuel is going to be 10,786. Let's just say we'll take maybe 11, because why not? Now will GSX load the fuel, or will it just go away? Because in the video that I watched, yeah, that's weird, because in the video that I watched it was doing it. When you put in a value there, it was filling the fuel in. So yeah, there might be some difference in the way GSX handles it versus... Luca is saying hello sir. Hey, what's up? Luca is on vertical stream. I'm confused, man. I did set the desired fuel quantity here, so what do you want me to do? That's very weird, because I promise I watched a video where it did the whole thing by itself. I guess if it can't, then we'll just go with it. So we have the fuel set already, and in terms of payload, we would just go ahead and set payload here. SimBrief payload set, it'll do that, and then we'll set fuel, which I guess we've already done, so that's good. select route. So yeah, GSX integration with Pmdg didn't work as it was explained on one of the videos that I watched, but it's okay, we're good. Lukatic says, what's our weight? It's going to be today 117.60 fuel weight. Takeoff weight is 127.96, close to 128. Loading the route here. Yeah, it'd be nice if GSX works with, if it would work with Pmdg. At least, I know it's not as easy as Phoenix where you just click a button and GSX does everything, but it'll be nice to at least have it manually work, you know. But anyway, it's gonna keep doing that for me. I don't know how to get this guy out. I guess I can just restart Coatel if it doesn't go away. Anyway, let's just set our flight plan here, and before that I'm gonna ask for clearance and all of that. Just listen to the ATIS. See what our
07 QNH 1010, landing runway 26, departing runway 08, transition level 100, advise on initial contact you have information Tango. Innsbruck Airport information Tango.
Good to see you guys here.
1429
If you guys are watching the video, please
visibility
like
10 miles or more. No
reach,
clouds detected.
and
Temperature -01, dew point
the only way you
-07,
can thank me. There's
QNH
no donations,
1010,
nothing.
landing runway 26, departing runway 08, transition level 100, advise on initial contact you have information Tango. Innsbruck Airport information Tango, 1429 Zulu, wind variable, visibility 10 miles or more, no clouds detected, temperature -01, dew point -07, QNH 1010, landing runway 26, departing runway 08, transition level 100, advise on initial contact you have information.
Transavia 764, ready to copy IFR clearance to Salzburg Airport.
Transavia 764, Innsbruck Tower. Expect runway 08, Rattenberg 3 Juliet departure. Squawk 1000.
Rattenberg 3 Juliet departure, squawk 1000, Transavia 764.
Transavia 764, read back correct. Pull me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Roger that, Transavia 764.
Okay, we're gonna
Innsbruck Tower, Transavia 9451,
put the volume down for ATC, and we're going to also plan our arrival because it should not change. So we'll go ILS 15, and then we have TTIG to Romeo. So that's this one. It's a weird name, and then no transition, I guess. So it's because we are going directly to the first waypoint of the transition. Okay, so that's good. Route perf init, and this one I think I'm gonna just request and then verify. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out my latest A2A Comanche video, I think you guys will really like it if you're into general aviation, that is. So perf init uplink is ready. We load that in, execute. Cost index is correct, but flight level is not correct. Obviously, sometimes, most of the times, it doesn't put in the right flight level. And then our reserve is going to be, I think that's fine too, 5.2. Average winds are correct, and okay, yeah, everything looks good. And then now we can go through our takeoff calculations. Let's make sure we are covering everything in the checklist here. Complete init ref, route perf init, fuel pump forward number 1, APU is running, APU and engine bleeds good. AC voltmeter set to APU, don't need to do that. Master caution disengage, and then request clearance done. Squawk is set. now. Squawk is going to be 1000. We'll make this auto and put this to TARA. So squawk's good, altimeter is set, departure route legs good, takeoff performance. That's what we are doing now. So let's do that. Performance tool 08, import from aircraft, and then we'll import weather. Variable 1 knot. We're going to go for a TO2 takeoff, so that's this right here. Selected temperature is going to be 30, and going to take off. Flaps setting 5, and let's see, I think that's it. 5.16 on the trim, which matches with 5.15 here. 131, 132, 138 all checks out as well, so that's good. This is done. Now V2 is 138, so I'm gonna put in 138 plus 10, so I would say like 150 maybe in here. 150. Flight directors on, and then initial altitude, we don't have it. We'll just put in 11,000 because that's our 110, because that's our thing. Okay, departure out legs, takeoff performance good, initial altitude is set, heading takeoff runway, sure, we'll do that, forgot about that. Heading on to takeoff runway, elevator trim is, yeah, that's good. IAS max speed set, V2 speed. Oh, usually you just put V2, okay, I didn't realize that. So 138 there, and then we are going to go to the overhead panel, get all the fuel pumps on, and then window heat can come on, it's already on. Wing engine anti-ice, don't need it, there's no moisture. Hydraulic pumps good, landing altitude is set, flight directors are on, LNAV and VNAV as required, so we can actually just go ahead and engage. And then auto brakes set to RTO. Comms and radios are fine, we don't need that. And then we'll go ahead and close all the doors. So let's do that. What I usually do is just go to ground services, release ground power, and then release the wheel chokes. That usually closes everything. Unless it doesn't, I don't know. I think it does, yeah. Usually it closes everything. So all of this is good. There's no doors open. By the way, if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments about my setup or anything at all. Okay, so doors are good, ground services good. So we're going to just ask for push and start.
764 at ramp 6 request pushback and engine start.
Transavia 764, Innsbruck Tower, hold position for traffic.
Hold position, Transavia 764.
Okay, I need to hold position here.
Transavia
I believe this guy is taking
approved.
pushing back. I don't know.
Pushback and engine start approved.
Okay, it's approved.
Face west, Transavia 764.
Face west. Okay. So we are going to be nose right and tail left. So just trying to see how to get rid of this GSX truck that we have here. Might have to just restart it or something, I don't know. Is there no way to cancel services? Like let's say I don't want the service anymore. Departure clearance, waiting for other services to complete. Yeah, like I don't want the other service to complete. Come on. I think I'll just have to restart it, right? I think I'll just have to restart it because there's no way to get this fuel truck out of the way. GSX, man, come on. Okay, it's loading up. Let's see. There you go. Reload sim brief. And now it says you're too late. Let's just prepare for push and start. Get out of here. Ground connections removed, all good, and then doors are all closed. We'll go through the before start checklist in just a little bit now. So far, following the checklist fine. Maybe making some mistakes, but it's okay. Okay, GSX, come on. Don't need any icing services here. We have wing walkers coming in. Lucas says fuel trucks are so weird, they always drive into my plane. Yeah, I think that's something to do with the GSX profiles. The GSX profiles are not. I think there's a lot of potential in ground handling for flight simulation. The fact that there's only GSX available, that's just insane to me. Like, I'm pretty sure there can be something much more user friendly and functional that can be developed for flight sim. But yeah, I've seen that fuel trucks run into the plane and they're locking gear now. By the way, thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers. It was amazing in the last stream to have the 10k subs happen exactly when I was trying to end the stream. That was fun. It was a fun stream last time, by the way, if you haven't watched it. Farstan says hello. Hey, what's up? Farstan says you know SLC. What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, let's go through the before start here. Parking brake set, chokes removed, takeoff briefing should be fine. Packs will go off while the engine is starting. Anti-collision lights will come on. Transponder is good, it's on auto. Engine area is clear, lower display unit is on the engine. Request push and start, so we have already done that. Okay. Engine start, pushback, duct pressure gauge, verify 30 psi, ignition selector, switch to opposite, or well, ground. Left engine start, switch on, control center, I think that's good. Okay. Looks good. Now we'll just go to before taxi. We've reviewed the whole engine start checklist. Oh, by the way, we also have alerts now, so I hope you guys can see who subscribed and stuff. Yeah, we also have alerts on, so if you guys want to mess with me, you can subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe, unsubscribe, and it's gonna keep showing up. Farstan says SLC loading cargo and packs. What? What is SLC? Okay, let's start our pushback. Get this out. Start the engine. I have no clue what SLC means. Somebody subscribed, but then first unsubscribed. Yeah, thanks for the subscription, first time. but the number of subscribers stayed at 10,100. I'm pulling it from a livecount.io website, so I have no clue how it works, honestly. We're just beginning to learn how to stream with all the overlays and all the fun stuff. Okay, engine starting up. Maybe I can be a good little streamer and let you guys hear the engine sounds. Sounds are very underwhelming. I've said that multiple times now. Okay, so engine 2 is on. Let's get engine 1 going. We'll wait for 15, 20 and 2. First one says, look in Google this software for GSX FS 2024. I use SLC. For me is the old FS pass. Okay, I didn't know that. I'll look it up on the side here when we are cruising or when we arrive. So right now I gotta keep the focus up. So that engine is on as well. We'll switch the engine start switches to continuous. Switch the power to the engine. Get the packs back on. Probe heats on. Yaw dampers good. And set parking brakes to get the GSX guys out of the way. And then APU can turn off. Come on. First stand says iPad tab. Yeah, I'm using the iPad for my checklist. And for the maps. APU bleed can turn off. Yeah, it's a lot of it's very convenient to have this thing on. I love it. And then I can just switch between my maps and my checklist so quickly. It's amazing. I love it. Look at that. We are now back to this thing. I'm gonna go airport info so that I have some view of. Okay. Okay, I think we are good. So let's go through the before taxi checklist. Generator engine switches left and right on. AC voltmeter, we don't need to change that. APU is off. APU bleeds off. Packs are on. Isolation valve is set to auto. Probe heat is on. Engine anti-ice as required, don't need it. Flaps, we'll set it to 5. Oh, no, in Farstan says no in PMDG. I see the logo Apple on tablet. Oh yeah. That's because of the worn out cockpit textures that I'm using. That changes the tablet to this Apple tablet. Yeah. Like you see all this grunge here, right? Like the worn out look. That's because of the textures. Okay, engine flight controls. Okay, so we were going to set the trim 5.16, so we're good there. Trim is set. Flaps are set to 5 now. Flight controls free and correct. Should be. Flight controls good. Recall check. Lower display unit off. Request taxi clearance. Taxi lights on. Runway turn off lights. Don't need it. TCAS. How do you do TCAS test? There you go. Get the taxi lights on. Runway turn off lights are not needed. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Lucas says, do you not use a button for the trim? Oh, I forgot actually. Let me see. I don't think I have mapped it. Yeah, I don't think I've mapped it. Let me do that real quick. That's a very good input, Luca. Let me do that. I'm gonna, so let's see. I think it should be elevator trim. That's a good idea. Elevator trim nose up. So nose up will be these two, right? And then nose down will be these two. Done. Thank you. I had not set it up. Let's see. Yup. That is so easy. Thank you. Now it's set up. Okay, so checklist. Back to checklist. We need to request taxi clearance first. I love that we are following the procedures today.
Transavia 764.
It's very much unlike this channel.
Runway 08.
Even though I'm a real pilot, I never follow checklists on airliners when I'm flying
Runway
here.
08 cleared for
on
takeoff.
sim.
Transavia 764.
But it's good to get into this habit. Request taxi to runway. What do you mean?
Transavia 764. Request taxi to the active.
Transavia 764.
Oh,
Runway 08.
pilot's
Taxi at
discretion. Okay,
discretion.
got it.
Runway 08 taxi.
Okay,
at
taxi
discretion.
max speeds,
Transavia
brake
764.
gyro, turn coordinator check during taxi before. Okay, got it. I think we're good to go. Good to go. Let's go. I'm gonna turn on track IR now so that I can move around and it'll look a little bit more realistic to you guys. Let's get out of here. Sanku says continuing from where it ended. Yup. Continuing from where it ended and going just like it's like a little hop that we are doing here. It's like a little hop. 100-mile hop. Because I don't have a ton of time today. But I might like I'll keep streaming during the week. Firsthand says it's a shame we don't have limpo bubble with a percentage of RAMs only for trim. But yeah, continuing where we left off a couple of days back, I guess. But today we are fully loaded. We are fully loaded with the checklist and all the fancy stuff. With the overlay and checklist and cameras are good. And feeling good. It's so hard to taxi from the outside. Info bubble with percentage of trim, only for trim. I think I get what you're saying now. Yeah, that'd be nice to have. But then someone's gonna complain that, oh, it's not realistic and all these things. There's always, people that prefer realism versus people that prefer just convenience. But I agree, it'd be nice to have. I'm all about convenience. I would trade off realism for convenience. Like for example, on the iFly 738, right? You have this terrible shitty ass EFB. They say that it's realistic. I hate it. Totally hate it. We are cleared for takeoff, but we'll still run through the whole engine before takeoff checklist. Parking brakes set, auto throttle is armed. Central fuel pumps are good. Anti-ice don't need it. Cabin lights good. Flight instruments. Flight instruments are fine. Engine instruments good. Brake temperature, we can check that, but let's check it. Brake time is good. Okay, brake time's good. What else? What else? Takeoff data is good. Nav equipment good. Takeoff clearance good. Landing and runway turn-off lights. We'll get the runway turn-offs for the takeoff. Taxi lights good. Position lights, strobe and steady is good. Turn off taxi light. And then transponder is on TARA. Yes, traffic can go on. And then clock we'll start it when we turn back in. By the way, the sim looks amazing. Look at that. Oh my, sim looks amazing. Look at those runway textures and looks so good. Lucas says, is it okay if I start the APU at engine 1 and 2 get low oil pressure? What does that mean? I didn't get your question. Like, you will get low oil pressure initially, I think, and then when the engine starts, it'll be good. But there again, I'm not a real 737 pilot. I'm just a Cessna 172 pilot. So God knows. That's probably a good question for Emmanuel, A330 driver. We're going to use all of the runway because I am a little skeptical of the TO2 takeoff config today. It is kind of cold, so it's not like we are losing power or anything, but still. Okay, ready to go. Before takeoff, I'm just gonna verify the after takeoff here real quick. Okay, you know what? It'll be good to have terrain radar here, just for the... Actually, no. There's no clouds. I think it's fine. Okay, so last thing. Start the chrono. And 50%. Engine looks stable. Let's go. Get back to chat in just a little bit. I'm gonna fly this airplane manual because it's a lot of fun.
80 knots.
Check.
V1T.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Oh man, that feels amazing. Look at that, guys. Look at that view.
Transavia 764, contact Innsbruck rate of departure 128.75.
Contact Innsbruck rate for departure 128.975 Transavia 764. Innsbruck radar, Transavia 764. Good afternoon, 3,300 feet.
Transavia 764, Innsbruck radar departure. Good afternoon, identified. Climb to 10,000 feet.
Climb to 10,000 feet, Transavia 764.
Your flaps coming up. Yeah, after takeoff, positive rate of climb, gear up, auto brakes are off, engine start switches. Engine start switches to off, gear lever will go down. I don't know how to get the gear lever to go down. Flaps raised, autopilot, we'll get that on, cabin lights as required, runway turn off, lights off. Okay, let's focus on flying here. I move my head, I'm getting distracted from actual flying and doing the checklist. Look at those hills.
Transavia 764, contact Vienna Center 124.4, bye-bye.
Contact Vienna Center 124.4 Transavia 764. center, Transavia
good time to get
764. Good
Command
afternoon.
A on.
7,800 feet for 10,000 feet direct OJ.
Transavia 764, the in center. Radar contact, climb to flight level 110.
Climb to flight level 110, Transavia
Yeah, like I said,
764.
really short flight. Okay, so let's keep the. Sanku says, Emmanuel, my virtual type rating instructor. Yeah, he has been uploading some really good type rating videos. Actually, watching those videos, I've not watched all of them yet, but watching some of those videos really got me into, like, you know, let's follow the procedure and like do the whole thing properly, not just come on stream and just press random buttons and just hope that things go well. So I've been watching his videos. He's been cranking some really good content out. Climb checklist pushed. What's the transition altitude? See, these kind of things, like, I should know right when I start, not I should know this already before taking off. Transition altitude should be on this chart, but I just don't see it. Yeah, I think this thing will show up anyway, so it's fine. What was I doing? Gosh, you guys are distracting. Sanku says, I guess clicking when it shows downward arrow brings gear to lock with. No, it doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. Look at that. I think it's because there is some problem with, like, my lever, physical lever position, and it constantly keeps reading that position. So that's the problem. Anyway, looks like I'm.
Contact Munich radar 120.65, speed at 603.
Why am I going to this and then RTT? I need to just go to RTT. Okay, there you go. So that's good. And then I need to change this to, say, plan. Just make sure that I'm doing it right. Okay, so we're going from here. Legs, going from RTT to then here, SBG, Pmdg, SBG, and what's the next one? Okay, so there you go, standard. Switch to standard here. That's the runway. You just need to zoom in.
Lufthansa 7 Alpha Kilo, the inner center. Expect SH Beta 5 Bravo, runway 25 left.
Expect SH Beta 5 Bravo,
What the hell
runway
is
25
that?
left, Lufthansa 7
Pmdg,
Alpha
and then
Kilo.
you're going SB. Is it? Pmdg? Okay, W something something, and then SBG, okay. And then ACET.
T4 X-ray Charlie, the inner center.
And then F115. So then, why do I need to go here at all? I can just go direct to this. SVG, ACET. Okay. Now I feel comfortable. I think that's good.
Expect radar
I
vectors,
think that
runway
is
07 right, Rocky Bravo Alpha.
Look at that, guys. Look at this view. Forgot to do our good little wing views here. Okay, back to chat. So Sanku says, I guess clicking it when it shows down on. No, it doesn't do that. Mohammed is saying, show your graphic settings. Sure, I can show you my graphic settings. It's really boring. So I'm using DLSS, DLAA, DLSS 3X, okay, and then 200 LOD fixed right now. Ultra, and turn this off. Ultra, 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 And then
Turkish 3 November uniform, flight level 320.
all this bullshit on the airport and
Turkish 3 November uniform, the inner center,
like
radar
services
contact.
and stuff are turned off. But that's all. In online I have photogrammetry on,
Lufthansa 7 Alpha Kilo,
and I'm
contact Munich radar
using rolling cache
120.65, bye-bye.
of like 200.
Contact Munich radar 120.65 Lufthansa
That's
7
it.
Alpha Kilo.
Anything else?
Bye-bye.
That's what I'm doing.
Lufthansa 33 Victor, the inner center, expect led 2 Mike, runway 34 center.
That's my graphic
runway
settings.
34 center, Lufthansa 33
I need to
Victor.
make a shot of graphic settings.
Rocky Bravo
Here's
Alpha,
my graphic
radar
settings.
vectors,
Ultra, ultra,
runway
ultra,
07
ultra,
right,
ultra, ultra,
ready for
ultra, ultra.
descent.
Radar vectors, runway 07 right, ready for descent, Rocky Bravo Alpha.
Rocky Bravo
We are
Alpha,
at 11,000.
landing runway 07
Where
right.
is our TD coming
Seed
up?
Airport, landing runway 07 right, Rocky Bravo Alpha.
Oh, let's also start reviewing the
Rocky Bravo Alpha, expect
We're doing the
visual
charts
approach,
for
runway 07 right.
Salzburg.
Expect the visual approach runway 07 right, Rocky Bravo
Cancel.
Alpha.
Let's see. LOWS. Right here. Open charts. And then we are going runway 15. So ILS localizer 15. Start putting in the values. Approach course 153. Oh, by the way, before that, cruise and descent. Engine instruments, monitor check, fuel quantity is good, lights as required, ATIS information, we'll get all that, MCP altitude, ILS, course set. Okay, we are doing all this. So we are good. 153, so let's set that
Rocky
up
Bravo
here.
Alpha, no tower services available at LMC, frequency change approved.
By the way guys, if you're watching, don't forget to leave a like on the video, it helps the channel a lot. We are now at 10,101 subscribers, so thanks to all of you for all the support. 153, this one goes to 153 as well. I wish there was an easier way to do this instead of scrolling. 153, 153 and 1099. So put that in here, 1099 and 1099. So that's all good and done. Where is my TD coming up? Somewhere here? Somewhere here. Okay.
Banana Center, Euro 6 Mike
0.61 Mach. Not too fast today because it's a short flight.
Euro 6 Mike Yankee.
And again, I don't think I'll need terrain radar because it looks like there are no clouds even at Salzburg. It would be nice to check on the winds though. Anyway, that's a part of the checklist as well. So 3102 knots, going to be a very silent weather today. What do you guys think about landing with this thing? I guess we should save it for some bad weather day. Yeah. We'll save the HUD for some terrible weather. I'm gonna start flying in US by the way soon. Next stream is going to be US. So the weather won't be this nice this time of the year. US has mostly been cloudy. Joker Toro says, what's up? Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. By the way, I don't see anybody watching annoying me with the alerts. The alerts are on the stream. So if you guys subscribe or unsubscribe and then subscribe again, you're going to see it popping. So if someone can do that, that'll be amazing. I want to see if it's
Expect
working.
2 Romeo.
You can just
5,
unsubscribe and then
Transavia
subscribe
764.
again.
Transavia 764, you're off course. Clear direct batted. Resume all navigation.
Affirm. Clear direct batted. Resume all navigation.
Clear
Transavia
direct.
764.
Oh, what? Okay.
Transavia 764, contact Unicrater 120.655i.
Contact me
Okay, direct
120.65
batted.
Transavia 764. Unigradar, Transavia 764.
Joka
flight
Toro
level
says
110.
thanks for all graphic settings videos. Oh, sure.
Transavia 764.
No problem.
Unigradar
I'm gonna make
identified.
another one, but that's not gonna be a graphic settings video. It's gonna be how to get smooth performance, because there's been an update since I made that video the last time. So I'll just walk you through the NVIDIA app settings that I'm using and how my monitor is set up and things like that. Some of you who have been watching my channel and streams lately, they would already know what I'm doing,
Unigradar identified.
but just for everyone else, I'll make that one. I think it'll be out by tomorrow or day after, whenever I get some time to record it. Should be quick. Look at that, guys. Oh man, look at that sunset.
Unicrater, Euro 86 Mikey Yankee, crossing 4,900 feet to 3,000 feet.
Hearings 86
Salzburg should be
Unigradar
right ahead of us,
Galactic
actually.
Identified. Continue descent to 3,000 feet. QNH 101.
Or on the right, I guess.
Continue descent to 3,000 feet, QNH 1012, Euro 86 Mikey Yankee.
Man, that's an amazing time of the day for flying around here. Love it. Let me get the replay recorder going so that we don't miss out on the external views. Okay, we are clear to descend whenever we want to, and I'm gonna also pull up, let's see, so we need to get to 4,000 here, so I'll
Transavia 764 to take 2 Romeo, runway 15. Report ready for descent.
Take 2 Romeo, runway 15, call when ready, Transavia 764.
TJM says greetings from New York. Hello, hello. How is it going there? How's the weather in New York today? Is it chilly? Okay, back to checklist. Let's not get distracted here too much. Descent. DI is not needed. Landing altitude good. Recall good. Radio alt baro minimums set. We'll do that. Good reminder, I guess. Of this pull and see if it works like that. It does. Nice. Man, this thing is terrible. 1013. What's QNH? 1012. Okay, so that's good. And then the next item would be altimeter reset to local, done. Auto brakes as required, we'll go auto brakes 2, should be good. We'll check speed 250 km, landing lights on below 10,000.
Lufthansa 1944, contact line in radar
Landing lights
127.6.
Engine start, switches to continuous, seatbelt signs
Lufthansa
should be on. I didn't turn on the seatbelt signs before actually. Okay, descent checklist is good. For approach, altimeter is checked, localizer frequency is good, localizer course is checked, landing flaps, speed brakes, second autopilot on ILS, engine start switches continuous, landing flaps set. Okay, so nothing crazy on this. Then go around altitude set, runway, we'll do the landing checklist when we get close. Almost 10,000 here. So Joga Toro is asking, how do you make the NVIDIA DLA so sharp on Pmdg displays? I think it might just be the resolution. Because I am running 4K, so maybe 4K is just sharp no matter what you use. Because I have used quality DLSS and it still looks fine. I think objectively DLAA is better than TAA. Island Simpilot had done a video on it, and that's when I started using DLAA instead of TAA. So yeah, let's get the lights on. It's too dark in here. That didn't do much. I think it's that twilight time where the lights just don't show up in the scene. Yeah, Joka, it might just be the resolution, man. Like if you're running like 1080p or 2K, you're probably more susceptible to blurries. But with high resolution, it's not that significant, I guess. So we are not gonna set go around altitude. Autopilot, auto thrust, landing gears, runway turn off lights. Okay. We're not gonna set go around altitude until we hit the localizer. If this flight goes well, I'll be proud of myself for following the checklist, talking to chat, and flying. Boy. And we're gonna do a full gate to gate, so we will do the whole deboarding and everything after we look at after we watch the replays, by the way. Replays are very important.
Transavia 764, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend to 6,000 feet, Transavia 764.
Man, the sim looks so good.
Transavia 764, contact Salzburg radar 132.46.
Contact Salzburg radar 132.46, Transavia 764. Salzburg
Look at
radar,
that, guys.
Transavia 764.
By the way, what kind of frames I'm getting?
7,600 feet with information
120.
hotel.
Maybe I can push the TLOD to even higher.
764 Salzburg radar. Good afternoon.
Maybe I can push this to,
ILS runway 15 for the Salzburg transition.
let's see,
QNH
300 maybe.
101.
And if I can still hit 120, that's good.
With the Salzburg
Love that.
transition. Transavia 764.
Yeah, pretty much. I can still hit 120. Nice. That's beautiful. Yeah, I'd love to have 300 TLOD and still be able to hit. Sanku says flyby wave. Yes, yes sir. Gregorio is not here with us today, I assume, but we are gonna follow his flyby views method and have some fun. Man, 120 FPS with TLOD set to 300. Can you imagine? 3 fucking 100. Yes, 1012. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do my landing checklist a little early. Go around altitude is the only thing I want to leave aside. Runway turn off lights on. Speed brakes armed. So the only things that remain now: landing gear flaps and go around altitude. Oh, another thing that this checklist doesn't cover is our approach speed. Set this to, let's go flaps 30 today, and then also let's just do a quick calculation to make sure that we'll actually be able to stop. So 15, import aircraft details, import the weather, calculate. Yep, we should be good. even with auto brakes. Let's see if we're good with auto brakes.
Hotel, 5,900
I would like to go auto brakes 3. That's why you do landing calculations.
Ryzen 10 Hotel Salzburg radar.
Okay,
Good
time
afternoon,
to do.
QNH101. Expect the ILS runway
Time to arm the
15 for
approach.
Salzburg
Should
transition.
be good here.
QNH1012, expect the ILS runway 15 with the Salzburg transition. Ryzen 10 Hotel.
We're on the ILS here.
764, you're off course. Clear direct tick. Resume on navigation.
Roll call. Clear direct hit.
Oh, shut up.
Resume on navigation.
Shut up.
Transavia 764.
I'm going.
Salzburg radar, Owens 2 Foxtrot, 7,400 feet, we have hotel.
Beyond ATC is one, you know.
Owens 2 Foxtrot Salzburg radar. QNH101 to expect the ILS runway 15 for the Salzburg transition.
It said cleared for ILS, and then when I actually captured the ILS, it's like, oh, you're off course. Like, what? I'm going. I'm landing. I think glitches quite a bit these days. And perfect time of the day. Should start getting the flaps down. Do want to fly manual a little bit early on, so I'm just trying to prep. So what's our go around altitude, by the way? Left climb VOR 6,000. Okay. So as long as it captures the glide slope, I can set it up. 6,000. There you go. What's on chat? Sanku says that's why aviation is the safest industry in the AI era. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. People who say that, oh, you'll not need pilots in a few years, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I think we're good with all the checklists. So we just focus on landing
Aircraft
here.
advised information in the inner current QNH1012.
Not that we have clearance, but we're still going. Let's get the landing gear out. Start the recording. My god, is this gonna be the most perfect stream ever? I haven't forgotten a single thing yet. My god. Okay, dump the flaps. Good to go. Let's get the autopilot out of the way. Having to trim down a little bit. No winds at all, so there's no way we mess up this landing, huh? There is no way. I'm overcorrecting.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
What the hell was that? What was that, guys? Regardless, it was a great landing, but holy crap, what was that? That's some weird shit, man. I'm pretty sure that was chase plane messing with the views, I'm guessing. I think that's what it was. Sanku says textbook landing. It was a little bit of a floater, but yeah, it was good. That whole camera glitch threw me off a bit, but it was good landing. It was a very smooth landing. Could have landed a little bit early, because it's not like this is a long ass 13,000 feet runway. But anyway, that was weird, whatever happened with the camera. It acted as if I landed at like 1,000 feet per minute or something. Anyway, time for some replays. Let's go flyby. I guess we can do. Ronit says, bro, show replay from ATC view. Sure, let's do that. Maybe let's do that first, and then we'll do the other replays. Let's pause. So from here. Also, I'm gonna remove my live cam so that you guys can properly see the replays. ATC view, you said. Tower view. Let's see. So that's the tower view. Is it? Shit's lying to me. Tower is right there. But I assume this is a more scenic. Oh, okay. That's tower view. Unfortunately, you're not going to see the landing gears from here, because Pmdg still has this bug, but we can watch. Pmdg has this bug where landing gears and stuff don't show up unless the airplane is too close to you. So they have some LOD issue going on with the model. Yes, something happened right at that 5 feet mark. Great landing though. Okay, let's get to our let's get to the flyby view. Is there a way to... Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna have to keep going inside and then doing this speed brake setup. I'm going to disable track IR because it's not needed. Ronit says butter, bro. Yeah, it was like, you'll see how much of butter it was from this outside view. It was pretty good. Okay, flyby. F11. Brother, like, why is it not tracking my aircraft? Weird. Okay, now it is. Nice. Okay, let's watch this and let's do Control Shift B to make the camera profile fast, and then we'll watch it from right here. Something definitely glitched at that 5 feet mark. Yeah, you see that? It glitched for like a second and then it just went again. So it's happening also on the replay, not just... Interesting. Okay, let's do this multiple flybys. Ronit says, why this glitch error on MSFS? Yeah, probably. I don't know. I've never seen this before. I don't know if it's because I turned up my PLOD too much, maybe. I don't know. Look at that. Oh man. Yeah, you see that? Just hangs right before the touchdown. You know what? Let me see. Maybe I can just turn this down and see if it still happens. Should not be the case, but yeah, let's see. By the way guys, if you haven't liked the video, make sure you like the video. There you go. You just subscribed. Gosh, I need to figure out a way to read from this far. Yeah, it's not TLOD. I don't know what happened. It could be a glitch with chase plane, maybe. I don't know. Could be chase plane. Okay, let's watch it from... Let's watch it from this view. If you're new to the channel, we do a lot of replays here, so let's watch it from the wing view. Man, that looks amazing. Romit is asking, is it a problem with FPS? I don't know, dude. I was getting 120 FPS. I don't know why it glitched right there, right above the touchdown zone. By the way, saying it again, if you guys haven't watched my A2A Comanche video, and if you're into general aviation, make sure you watch that one. I think it's a fun little flight around Niagara Falls.
Ryzen 10 Hotel, clear direct Salzburg, cross Salzburg at orbit 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 15.
Clear direct Salzburg, cross Salzburg at orbit 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 15, Ryzen 10
Yeah, see that glitch? Happened like right before touchdown. Like fortunately it didn't affect our landing. That was good. This was good. Let's watch it from the other side. But this time we'll do this view. The engine view. Let's make sure it's set correctly. Okay, there you go. That's better. Turn off the speed brakes, arm it back again, and resume. Looks really good even on the vertical stream. I just saw it. I got this idea of doing this vertical stream from watching Flight Streamer and V1, because just the difference in the amount of engagement you get on vertical, well, not engagement, but just YouTube promotes vertical streams way more than it promotes horizontal. Now, even though people actually prefer watching horizontal, you just don't get that reach on horizontal. Man, the sim looks so good. Sim looks amazing. Let me also remove the flight data and all of this, because I guess it doesn't matter anymore. We can do a nice clean replay. Beautiful. What is that? Is that a stadium or something? Love that. What a landing.
Papa Hotel Delta Victor Kilo. Contact Salzburg Tower 118.1.
What a landing. And what a flawless flight altogether. Time to stop replays and the speed brakes out, flaps up. Let's go through the after landing real quick. Transponder is good. Traffic push to off. Speed brakes, landing lights off, runway turn off lights off, taxi lights on. Cabin lights are fine. Strobe lights steady, good. Get the APU on. And then probe heat can go off. Engine start switches back to off as well. Flight directors off. Anti-ice was never on, so that's good. Auto brakes is good. Lower display unit, engine, brake temps. We'll quickly give the brake temps. Oh, by the way, we're gonna have to replace the brakes because we watched so many replays. FS actions, ground maintenance, replace brakes, brakes, replace tires.
Flight level 176
Now we
of the
should be able
numbers.
to taxi. Okay, so that's good. Taxi to gate, runway turn off, lights off, AP gen switches left and right on.
QNH1013
And
expect
APU bleed
AIL
on,
runway
autopilot
15 with the
is
Salzburg
set
transition.
on.
Ryanair 59 Juliet X-ray.
Good.
Ryanair 59 Juliet X-ray, descend to
Let's
8,000
taxi
feet,
to a
QNH
gate here.
1012.
Descend to 8,000 feet. QNH 1012
Let's see
Ryanair
if
59 Juliet
GSX can
X-ray.
guide us to some parking. Maybe this one. Request progressive taxi. Okay, Lima. So we're going Lima. Get this chart on here. Let's keep going. Okay. Flaps can fully come up now. What a beautiful flight. And also, what a perfect time of the day to fly around this area. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. TJM says, sorry, had to leave for a few. We had about a half an inch snow last night. Currently 27 degrees. Dang. There's no snow here, but it's chilly. It's like -1 or something. Indianapolis. Okay, let's get in here. Do they have any gates at all, or is it all just... I think it's all just stairs, if I'm not wrong.
Eurowings 2 Foxtrot, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1012, Eurowings 2 Foxtrot.
What gate is this?
Eurowings 2 Foxtrot, clear direct Salzburg, cross Salzburg at above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 15.
W7, I'll do that.
Salzburg, cross Salzburg at above 4,000 feet, cleared
Let me
ILS runway
select it
15,
with
Eurowings 2
GSX so
Foxtrot.
that I have all the services and stuff loaded in. Free this parking from your request. Follow me. Change facility. Change facility. Next page. Next page. Next page. Gosh, where is this thing? Oh, I can check the parking here, but there's no...
Good afternoon, 2,000 feet, we have Indy.
Yeah, there's no parking here.
Oscar Echo Delta Bravo Charlie Salzburg radar, QNH 1012, expect the ILS runway 15 for the Salzburg
I wish
transition.
GSX was a little bit
QNH
more...
1012, expect the ILS runway 15 with the Salzburg transition. Oscar Echo Delta Bravo Charlie.
A little bit better in terms of... Let's see. Let's taxi a little bit further and see if it works. Because none of GSX stuff has spawned in here. Or should I take some other parking? I don't know. Yeah, let's just take some other parking where I see something at least. Or, you know what? Let's do this. Let's request a follow me car.
Private Tower 118, decimal 1 Eurowings 2 Foxtrot.
Request follow me. Might have to do it twice.
Salzburg radar,
it's done,
Eurowings
yeah.
Whiskey Alpha. Good afternoon.
Let's request
Flight
follow
level
me and
158 with
just follow this
information
car.
India.
Let's do it right. Let's do a full gate to
Eurowings
gate.
Whiskey Alpha
I'm
Salzburg
not
radar,
willing to quit.
QNH
There you go. There's the
1012,
follow me
expect
car.
the ILS runway 15 for the Salzburg transition.
QNH
You can also
101 to
say,
expect
show
the
me the
ILS
spot.
runway 15 for the Salzburg transition.
Show me the
Eurowings
spot.
Whiskey
Oh, it's
Alpha.
right there. Okay, got it. No, don't run into me. Okay. Okay, let's go. Feel like I'll use more fuel messing around the airport than I did actually flying. Thank you for all the likes, by the way. I see about, what, 13, 14 likes or something? Maybe 16. Thank you. Where the hell do I enter from? Where are you going? Whoa, 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 whoa. Someone fire that driver. I see that guy there. Let's see how we can park. I should turn off the taxi light so that I don't blind these guys. Like, where is he telling me to go? I don't get it. Is it this direction, this way? I think it is, yeah. I don't know, there's this stair right here, like what do I do? Where are you telling me to go? Oh, right there, okay, got it. Dawn. Pull up the parking here. Parking brake set, engine fuel control levers to cut off. Master warning disengage. Anti-collision lights off. Logo lights can come off as well. And then wheel chokes set. We'll do that from the FMC. Set. Ground connection established, so I don't think we need it. I think it's fine. Passenger signs off. I can already hear all the passengers getting out as in like getting up on their seats before we tell them to get out. That's the most annoying thing ever. Fuel pumps off, ground power, we just, okay, I guess we'll connect ground power, why not? Request ground power. Jack was asking, can you show me your NVIDIA app settings? Sure thing. Give me just 1 second. Let me start unloading, and then I'll open up the NVIDIA app. What was I doing? Oh, ground power, ground services, ground power is good. Switch to ground power now. APU can go off, APU bleed can go off, packs can turn off as well. Isolation valve to open, and then transponder 2000 standby. Transponder 2000 standby, master warning off, touch. Okay, all good. We are good to get the passengers out. So let's go to GSX, request deboarding. Deboarding is requested. We'll go out and we'll just admire the deboarding. What a great flight, guys. Okay, now Jaco was asking for NVIDIA app settings. Let me open that up. NVIDIA app is set up like this for me. So I have 1590 latest on DLSS. Use 3D application settings for frame gen and super res, and then I have max frame rates locked to 121 FPS right above my monitor refresh rate. I've reduced my monitor refresh rate to 120 Hertz so that my frames match with the FPS that I'm getting, and that's why you see this really nice smooth performance, like fluid, movement. Power management mode is set to max performance just so that the GPU is always ready to pump power. VSync is on. What this will do is whatever difference is getting created in the FPS, whatever little bit of a difference is getting created in the real FPS versus what my monitor's refresh rate is, it would be matched. So basically it would make some frames wait in order to just get that dot 120 FPS at 120 Hertz. So a combination of having a max frame rate capped and VSync has got me this really smooth flight sim. Obviously the hardware is another thing, right? I also have a very strong system, but trust me, if you don't tune it right, you can even get terrible performance out of a 5090 and a 9950 X3D. And you guys will probably say I'm joking, but I'm not. It's literally the truth. If you don't tune your sim right, this sim can bring your hardware down to the knees. So it's really important to get the right settings and setup to get that fluid performance that you're seeing here. Bridul is saying, hey bro, hey, what's up? You are like an hour late. We are deboarding.
Oscar Echo Delta Bravo Charlie.
By the way,
clear
did
direct
this
Salzburg,
thing,
cross Salzburg at above 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 15.
did this flight data thing
Clear direct Salzburg. Cross Salzburg at or
show
above 4,000 feet.
the correct
Cleared
phase
eye,
of the
LS
flight?
runway
I don't
15
think
Oscar
so.
Echo
I
Delta
don't
Bravo
think so.
Charlie.
Okay, I guess I'll have to fix that. Jacko says, I'm going to try. I got a 5070 Ti. Yeah, just check. So here's the thing. Just check what frames you're getting by default on your GPU, and then reduce your monitor refresh rate to that number. When you do that, you'll get really nice performance, because you don't want, like, I have a 240 Hz monitor, but I don't run that monitor at 240 Hz because I'll never be able to reach 240 FPS, and what I'm really aiming for is smoothness. So I can reliably reach 120 FPS with frame gen for sure. I know that, right? So I just capped my monitor refresh rate to 120 FPS. 120 Hertz, and yeah, I usually run 3x to get right above 120 FPS, and then it gives me really nice performance. There is no input lag as well, like, in case you guys are wondering. Also in flight sim, input lag is a lot less noticeable. It's almost not noticeable at all. So yeah, you can use VSync very easily without having any kind of input lag. What else we have? Check with frame generation. Yeah, for frame gen, I'm using, if you guys didn't catch it in my settings, I'm using DLSS 3x. Frame gen is set to 3x. So yeah, it's 120 FPS is not my base FPS. It's with frame gen set to 3x. Yeah, we are coming to the end of the stream today. This was a lot of fun. This was an insane amount of fun. Great landing. The only problem I've encountered in this stream was that last glitch, little bit of a glitch that we had. That's totally fine. This was a lot of fun. Thank you all for joining in. I saw a lot of people talk in chat today. That was amazing. Sanku, TJM, we have Mridul join us as well. He says, sorry bro, was doing some work. No problem, dude. Hopefully you get to watch the replay of the stream and you can have some fun. Muhammad was there, Jaco was there. Is 3x better than 4x? So here's the thing. If I run 4x, I'm going to get 180 FPS. Now, if I'm running 4x and if I'm getting 180 200 FPS, then VSync would have to skip a lot of frames to get my frames to 120 FPS. That's how my thought process works. Is that I don't want to get too much above. Okay, let me shut down this guy. I don't want to get too much above 120, because what's the point even, right? What's the point? If I don't cap the FPS and if I just leave it alone, I'm going to get 180 200 FPS. And what do I do with that? Because I don't have any intermediate point between 120 Hertz and 240 Hertz on my monitor. So I can either tune my sim to get 240 FPS, which I would have to sacrifice a lot of visuals to do that, or I can push everything to ultra and get at least 120 or close to 120 FPS. So that's why I don't run 4x right now, because 3x is just enough to get me 120 or a little bit above that, and then VSync brings it down to 120. EDDF traffic says, do you have or know a good guide to Msfs 2024 settings for mid-range yeah, I had made one when I was flying on my mid-range PC, and actually I think you should be able to use this one for pretty much everything. Let me see, I think I had graphics. I think I had also explained how like different graphic settings change things. Oh, there you go, this one. Let me link it to you. This is the one that I would advise watching, and then let me see if there was any other guide. But this one I've compared, basically I've compared all the settings, all the different settings that you can have, and what kind of performance difference do you get with each one of those. By the way, look at that, I'm not lying, 44,000, and the like to dislike ratio on this one is 98%, close to 98%. So I'm not messing with you, I'm not wasting your time. This will help you a lot in tuning. Obviously you'll still have to play with your sim, but this will at least help you understand what's the sweet spot. EDDF traffic says, but isn't that a bit old since new settings came out? It is a bit old, yeah, I agree. It's very hard for me to make a new guide now, because I have this 5090 and 9950 X3D, which you can push everything to ultra and you won't, like, it will still run. So I don't know, I don't know what's the best way to make a good graphics guide anymore for the system that I have. But yeah, we're going into late evening here. Salzburg looks beautiful. What a great flight. EDDF traffic says thank you, no problem, thank you for joining. I'll think about it, like I don't know how to, I don't even have my old 4080 to slap it in and make some trade-off videos. But yeah, anyway, that is it for today, guys. Thank you all for joining. A lot of people were interacting in chats. It was a lot of fun. Thank you all for joining, and I will be streaming regularly, so I'll see you guys on the next video or on the next stream. Have a great week. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to back to work from Monday, tomorrow. So good luck with that as well, and I'll see you guys on the next video, short, or stream. Bye bye. EDDF's asking, oh, the flight's ending? Yeah. We just deboarded. Mridul says, I'll enjoy the replay with dinner. That's amazing, man. Thanks a lot for tuning in. EDDF traffic says, I thought it just began. I'm coming next time. Thank you, dude. I'll make sure to post it on Discord before I come online. See ya. Yep. Have fun, guys.